Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Moto Aftermath Show. This is another one of our off-season shows here. These are going to be little, essentially what I would do sound bites out of the big show here, but I'm just recording them kind of on the fly here. No real notes, just kind of some thoughts that I'm spewing forth. So if you like this short-form content like this where we don't go for hours on end, I just kind of spew forth some thoughts here. Please feel free to comment down below and let me know what you think. Because we're definitely going to try to do some more of this here as the future goes on of the show. And still, we'll maintain doing the long show also because I still enjoy sitting down with Justin and Cole or Tom or whoever we happen to have in the studio and kind of chopping it up with them for a while there. But anyway, off-season news here for the end of 2023, and really this is 2023 silly season news on this video here. You've already seen the title and the thumbnail there. So the Dylan Ferrandis signing here, and for anybody who hasn't seen it, which I know we're late to the party, sorry, sometimes I'm just not on top of things. Dylan Ferrandis signs with Phoenix Honda, and he's going racing with them, which is super interesting and honestly has me really, really confused. So we all kind of knew and we all kind of heard several different things going on with Dylan here going into the 2024 season. We all had heard that he was leaving Star. That was like a guaranteed. But then his future was really unknown. In fact, there was a big rumor for a long time that he was actually going to retire. And this is one of the things that makes me so confused. The rumor that I had heard that he was going to retire was actually pretty confirmed from what I understood through people very close to him of if he couldn't get a ride for a decent amount of money, he would retire. Now, I don't know the details to this Phoenix Honda ride. I have literally zero idea. I had reached out to some people prior to this being announced. I had heard that he there was the factory connection comeback that they were trying to get done, but I knew they were short on time and short on funds. I do know that with this, as I'm sure you guys have seen in kind of the intro video there that Vital did with them out at the Phoenix Honda facility there, that Ziggy is very, very heavily involved with factory connection with him. Obviously, he's using factory connection suspension on that bike. I don't know. It's just a super interesting thing. I'd love to know the ins and outs, and I'm sure I can do some digging and find out here eventually, but nobody I've really talked to about it yet seems to have any details. So he signs with Phoenix Honda. Apparently, he had rode the factory Honda too at some point, or at least talked to them. I'm pretty sure I heard that he rode it at some point too, but he had talked to them about possibly coming over to HRC, but obviously with Hunter moving up and having Jet, there really just wasn't any room for him there. Now we've also all heard the thing that he was supposed to go to Hemp. Apparently he rode the Hemp bike twice, loved that Suzuki, but there was something weird there. There was something weird with Kenny. There was something weird with him and the team. So that deal kind of fell through. And this comes as a big surprise to me that he would sign with the Phoenix Honda, because like I said, the whole original rumor I had heard was that if he could not get a factory ride essentially where he got paid decently, he was going to retire. And one of the big things I heard that had been hurting him was that he won that championship in 2021 there, the outdoor title, because when he won that, he had a contract clause that immediately doubled his salary or something. So from what I understand, he was up to like $800,000 salary or something roughly in that nature, which, to be honest, is just out of the budget for most of these teams. So I'm very curious to know what the actual deal is with him and Phoenix Honda. Like, is it a bonus-only program? How does he have the deal structured? I have so many questions about this, and I'll do digging and I'll try to find out more. And as I do, I'm sure I will do segments like this to actually inform you guys kind of what's going on. But yeah, I'm excited to see him on a Honda. I think that's great. I'm also maybe trying to get back on a Honda, so we'll see. But anyway, it's great to see him on there. It's great to see that he's not retiring, because I think he still has some stuff he could do in the sport. Now, granted, I think most of what he can actually still accomplish in this sport is outdoors. I do not think Supercross is his forte per se. Obviously, he won a couple titles in the 250 class, but that's a whole different ballgame than 450s, and his 450 career hasn't gone that great as far as indoors goes. But maybe too, and because I have firsthand knowledge of like actually riding a Blue Crew, maybe the Honda will smooth him out a little bit, slightly less power, I guess you'd say, and the chassis is slightly more forgiving, tracks a little better, just an overall slightly better handling bike. And I'm going to say slightly because I know once you get to the range where they're at, it's very minor differences. But that little very minor difference could be the difference between him torpedoing himself and dying in the middle of everybody at a Supercross race, or actually finishing a Supercross series in like the top 5 to 8, we'll call it, and going into outdoors healthy, strong, and ready to go. So be interesting to see how it goes forward. The other thing I'm slightly interested about is the Phoenix Honda team doesn't go outdoors. So did they get some support to be able to go outdoors? Lots more questions than answers here, but overall excited that Dylan actually did sign a deal and is going to be riding the 2024 season here. So comment down below what you think about Dylan's deal. Thanks for tuning in, and also make sure to comment if you like these shorter segments like this. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you on the next one.